All right, I got so excited about doing this next part, I forgot to start filming. We're gonna do some door install. Yeah. I already took the mailbox off. Getting ready to take this part off and clean it up so that we can get the mailbox on the other side, because I want the door intercom system to go here. Where you come up, it sees you, you type in your stuff, the door will unlock for you and let you ride on in. How fun is that gonna be, guys? Let's get this started. Well, good morning, everybody. We had started working on this door, but then we just got rain, and then we got more rain, and then we got more rain. So we had to stop because the water was actually just literally blowing up in here. I thought we were gonna get away with being covered enough that we could do this while it was going on, but alas, no. So now we're gonna finish doing some work out here. We're moving the mailbox over to get ready to do our door install. So let's get rid of some of this stuff. First of all, we don't need this anymore. So, the real trick is, do I want to take this off? I think this is coming down too. We can do better than that. So, okay, so we don't have good purchase. Should the beaver? All right, so the conundrum is the mosquitoes are everywhere. The holes to mount the mailbox are skinnier than this gap, so you can either get one in or one in, but you can't get both in. But what you don't want to do is put it up here like it was before and leave a gap back here, because that's where wasps and things like that are going to hide, and I am anaphylactic to wasp stings, so I have to keep that in the forethought of my mind that we've got to actually box this out so this becomes impossible to get into for bad animal people things. So we are going to have to build a little box scenario here to mount the mailbox to, so that nothing can get behind the mailbox. Same thing we're going to have to do for the door. We're going to actually have to build a little box for that to go in there so things can't get behind it. You don't want anybody trying to chew on the electronics or nothing like that. So we've got to get that sealed up. So I'm going to double check these measurements, and then we'll start cutting out some pieces here to do some mounting. It doesn't look like it's missing it by much, so here we might just be able to put a bracing plank across wherever it's going to go, and then fill in the top with a slightly slanted. You don't want this to be flat. You make it slightly slanted, and the reason for that is if water ever gets here, you want that water to run off rather than pool and sit. When it pools and sit, that's when wood rots and goes bad. So you don't want to do that. We're going to have just a slight angle on this to do that, and then the bottom will be completely sealed up, and then we don't have to worry about bugs getting back there and making nice homes and stinging us when we come through the door. So I'm going to double check measurements, and we'll start making some cuts. All right, we're going to take this piece of wood off so that we can get the mailbox a little bit higher. This door is actually going to go away. We're going to replace this screen door, flip the hinge on it so that it lines up with the door side where we're going to have the door codes, and everything can be unlocked and not have to cross doors back and forth for all the lines we got to run. So let's get this out of here. Like this was held on by mud. Does it? Alright, let's do a little inspection. Everything looks okay. Okay. And that right there is why you measure more than once. We definitely needed some more space on this side for the center hinge on our new screen door. So we're going to put this all the way over, and that will give us an 1/8 of an inch clearance between the edge of this and the new screen door hinge. So good thing I went and double checked. All right, drill bit, let's do that. Boom. Good seals, good. Leslie's getting mad because I've got a million mosquitoes around my legs right now. She goes, put some jeans on. I'm like, who's got time for that? All right, we got a base plate. We still need to do top and bottom plate, but at least this gets our mailbox mounted back, and I can do that when we paint. Exactly how I wanted that to go, but it's gonna have to work, isn't it? Yeah, that's why we don't use aluminum screws. I just don't have anything on me and everybody's closed right now. All right, well, we have the mailbox installed. We still need to put our cap on the top for rain and cover up the bottom so nobody makes a big, nice hornet's nest back there. So we're gonna get that here in just a little bit, but we actually have the newspaper on the way. The TV crew is gonna come to do an interview, so we gotta get ready for that. Busy day. I need to clean that. Yeah, let's clean that. Made a little mess on the front porch, so I'm gonna blow off the front porch first, and then we'll clean the mailbox. That way the dust doesn't settle right back on a clean mailbox. So let's blow off the front porch. All right, clean front porch. Now we can clean the mailbox. All right, now we can clean the mailbox because we don't have to worry about all the dirt like settling back down on it right away. So at least it'll look pretty for just a little bit. And then we'll hit these windows. How about that? Do some more window cleaning. I think window cleaning is just gonna have to be an every week ordeal. It's dirty, boy. That's the thing about it, you know, if you know you got a dust problem, then you can't just let it win. You can't give up. You gotta just stay on top of it and do what you gotta do. And I have to go home tonight because I have a whole bunch of stuff that has to be done before I come back out Thursday night. I was just gonna stay all the way through, but I totally forgot about two very important meetings that have to be in person. So I kind of oopsie-daisy there. But hey, mailbox is clean. Let's do some windows. Oh, you cheater, you got the good phone. This side's the one everybody keeps leaning up against to look into the building, so fun. Get these nice and clean. That way they can keep looking in the building. We still got some dust dauber or dirt dauber leftovers. They'll get cleaner and cleaner as we do it more and more and more. That's the thing, is if you just keep on top of it and keep going, eventually you start winning. And you know, like last time I had to really, really scrub these. This time, I'm just having to streak them, you know, like that was easy. So as long as you kind of stay on top of it, the maintenance is very, very good. You just got to have a routine and you got to stay to it. You can't just, you know, say you're defeated and not do it, because if you did that, then what good would it be? I mean, that's no business model. One more set, let's go. Hopefully I finish these fast enough I can get Leslie doing some windows. This is a garbage sprayer. I am leaking more than I think I'm spraying. Come on, get the last little bits out of it. I don't want to go get a new bottle. There we go. All right, let's finish these guys up. After me, I gotta hurry. All these windows need to be recaulked too. So I think we're gonna do a priming of the building soon, just so that we can recaulk everything, even though we're not ready to paint and change the facade yet. So, hey, look at there, those look clean, don't they? Ta-da, clean windows. Let's get Leslie doing some windows.